Pathfinder, Chapter 6, The Dreamer. He came back with eyes the city could no longer blind. The wilderness had given him more than distance from the world. It had given him a way to hear himself without all the noise pulling at him. So when he finally turned back toward the city, he didn't come back empty, he carried the quiet with him. And with every step down from the trees, it became clear that the wilderness had never been meant to keep him. It had only been preparing him for what came next. By then, he could feel both worlds living in him at once. The city had taught him pressure, movement, hunger, and how to hear himself through the noise. The wilderness had taught him stillness, listening, and how to feel what the noise had been hiding. Standing between both memories, he understood something deeper now. The noise had shaped him, but the silence had revealed him. By the time he reached the edge of the city again, it was clear the place hadn't changed all that much. The lights still blinked, the traffic still moved like urgency was the only language left. People still rushed past each other carrying whole storms inside them. But he wasn't the same man who left. The wilderness had taught him how to keep his center. So when the city came back into view, it no longer felt like something that could swallow him. It was just the same world seen now through different eyes. Once he stepped back into the city, he started noticing what most folks had gotten too used to seeing. The billboards, the pressure, the dogma, the distractions, the emotional loops people kept living inside without even knowing it. Everywhere he looked, the world seemed to be selling confusion and calling it normal. But the noise didn't blind him anymore. It started giving itself away. And the clearer he became inside, the easier it was to see the patterns hiding in plain sight. As he moved through the city, he started noticing the truth that didn't fit inside simple judgment. Some folks were still deep in sleep, living by habit, dogma, pressure, or whatever the world told them to chase. But others were beginning to stir in their own way, some through culture, some through spirit, some through thought. Some so quietly you could miss it if you weren't paying attention. And that's when it hit him. Awakening wasn't one moment. It was a road, and everybody was somewhere on it. For the first time, he wasn't just trying to make it through the world that was in front of him. He had started seeing beyond it, sitting there with a notebook in his hand and the city humming behind him. He let his mind reach towards something larger than survival. Not fantasy, not escape, vision. Little by little, a different life started taking shape inside him. One built with more truth, more peace, more purpose, more room for the kind of future he could finally believe in. After coming back, he returned to the books, to the notes, the videos, the lectures, to astrology, astronomy, occult wisdom, spirituality, consciousness, history, symbols, and the hidden sciences. But this time, he wasn't just gathering information, he was seeing how it all connected. The wilderness had changed the way he learned. The books didn't feel like lessons anymore. They felt like living things, remembering what he had finally come to remember. Little by little, he started noticing them. The ones who spoke his language without needing him to explain it. Not many, but enough. Different walks, same knowing, real eyes, open minds, hearts that remember. Once his frequency changed, he could recognize who else could hear it. The city was still loud, but now he knew he wasn't the only one awake in it. He came to realize the people he kept crossing paths with weren't random. They were connected. Study circles, conversations, shared books, shared language. Not a perfect community, just a living one. They showed up, they disagreed, they healed, they grew. He thought he was the only one carrying this flame. Turns out, he was just the last one to find the room. He could feel the dream growing in him, but he knew better than to force it before it's time. So he stood among the people, listening, learning, and letting the vision mature. The city was no longer just noise. Now it was full of souls, signals, and possibilities. First, the dream had to become strong enough to live in him before it could speak through him.